Our parent company, Academy of Private Investor, was actually started in 2011. The CEO of this group of companies, UGPay and all these companies, okay, he's a gentleman who's been into investment market for 25-30 years. He's got a lot of experience into investment and finance. He's been a professional broker and a trader and all that. So he realized in 2010 that financial literacy around the globe is very low. We're not talking about normal literacy. People are educated, people are qualified, but people do not know how to multiply their money. You must have heard, recently, just last year when this COVID thing was going on, I saw on some news channel, I don't remember, pilots of Qantas Airlines in Australia are driving buses. Why? Because no job, no salaries, and they're not able to survive. So imagine you working for 25-30 years, and if suppose you lose your job, you don't know how to survive. You may back to square one. So he said this is the biggest problem what people have, and why this is because of the mindset. He says what people think is that once I finish with my education, I have to work, and I keep working for 35-40 years of my life till the time I retire, and whatever I save, then I survive on that. He says this is the biggest mistake what people do. He says what you should do is, you should work for, he says working is important, but you should work for 20 years of your life. And when you're working for this 20 years, out of your income, whatever you get, he's not talking about millions of dollars, he's talking about small amount, whatever you earn every month. A certain amount, like 10% or 20% of that should be saved. But not only saved, it should be invested. This is what people don't understand. So he says basically this investment, the savings that you do, and you invest in the right place, and you keep doing this for 20 years, he says for 20 years you work for money. After 20 years the money should work for you. This is what people don't understand. Why? Because people do not know what to do with that money. Even if they're saving, they will either keep it in bank deposit or keep it at home, and that's how they say, okay, we've saved money. But he says you need to multiply this savings.